antagonist in another segment of Boxing Logics United. Well, we all know the old saying, can you teach an old dog new tricks? And most people say no. An old dog cannot learn new tricks. Well, if that is truly and absolutely the case, all of us need to just roll over. We all need to just roll over and not have no children any goddamn more. Truth to that matter is, an old dog can learn new tricks, especially when he suffered major pain. Because the three primary ways we learn is pain, sight, repetition. Now, pain, that includes trauma, humiliation, embarrassment. And Wilder was truly humiliated, embarrassed, and suffered major pain. February 22nd, in his fight against the rematch against Tyson Fury. So I'm not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. And why now, after thinking we need this rubber match, is because Wilder failed. Wilder has fallen. Now we need to see and give him some benefit of the doubt and wait to see if he can pick himself back up. You know why? Because that's exactly what we did for AJ. AJ failed. But we was all saying AJ could pick himself back up. Now we have to give Wilder the benefit of the doubt to see if he could do the same thing as well. AJ wasn't as embarrassed or humiliated as Wilder was, but he was embarrassed and humiliated by Andy Ruiz Jr. And he bounced back and showed great champion spirit. Now, many of us believe Wilder cannot do the same because Wilder does not have the skill set AJ has, or failed to develop his skill set over the last 10 years. But again, the trauma he suffered in that fight versus Fury last Saturday, and embarrassment and humiliation he went through and is going through and will continue to go through leading up to, my apologies, the rubber match, maybe he can. Because that was a severe enough beating for all of us to learn from. You know, that was a severe beating. And I don't know no person in the world that's taken a severe beating like that and then learned something from it. Okay? Real talk. And if Wilder is to remove himself from the pacifist that's been lingering around him for the last 10 years, JD's, Shelly Finkel, and go to George Foreman, which many of us doubt. But if he is to, that creates just a tremendous amount of whole new storylines, articles. It spices it up a little bit. The same way Tyson Fury leaving Ben Davison and going to Sugar Hill Stewart did. Now that will make this rubber match interesting, because the overwhelming opinion is Wilder do not need to go into this rubber match, because what can he learn from now and 6 months to the summer? Many of us believe not very much. But if he's to get a fresh face like a George Foreman, one of the all-time great heavyweights ever, who fought in two separate eras. We have to wait and see, because that has to be all the more interesting, or that makes it all the more interesting to wait and find out. That's real talk. So, do the heavyweight need Wilder? Yeah. We need to put an ending on this book and see if Wilder can pick himself back up. Okay? And if he can, then the book stays open and we all stay reading it and commentating on it. This is Myra Magnus of Boxing Logics United. Have a wonderful day. Peace and pugilism. Evelina.